Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pitbull Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Blue Devils will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So FIU's offense will go to work first. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost.
Open field on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the... line. FIU pushing tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release by the QB. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you can tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Duke's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Right back to the well. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. off the play fake. Got a man. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Tries to do it himself on the draw. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Duke. How about this defense taking one back to the house? This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David. There he goes. The 20, the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Snags it quickly on the left. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Still running at the 40. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Blue Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw. It's Mahan. Sets up the screen. Open space at the 25. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open. He finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Navy is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 4 over Air Force. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Pressure coming. Got his man. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. FIU pushing tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Got the quick pass. There to make the stop, but they used him back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Great pass, it's complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll pull it down. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. When I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Shoots it to the left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
On the ground, it's Voorhees. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Makes the catch. It's Brown.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too. We got to hold on to that thing.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Mahan. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. The Florida International offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He'll try it again. At the 40, there he goes. Racing down the left side. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Panther.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Duke has the ball back. Go on the attack. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. To the air, it's Mahan. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's going to take off. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. FIU pushing tempo. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Florida International. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, give on the inside. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, Dave.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to pass, it's Mahan. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Off the boot, looking for his man. That's caught. It's Voorhees. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
FIU pushing tempo. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. Let's see what they've got on second down.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Now on the move. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's third and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's Mahan. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Punts it out of the air. Touchdown, Panthers. And the pummeling has started. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He breaks a tackle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Caught over the middle, it's Tyler.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll run it. It's Voorhees. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front. Create some running lanes. The running back before he can go anywhere, get tackled, nowhere to go.
The Blue Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And he wasn't able to push the ball downfield, sort of turned into check down Charlie, and they didn't get it to the sticks.
It's the only place the quarterback could have gone with the ball, Reese. That was the only spot for a play to be made. You just try to get it to your running back. You hope he can make a guy miss and maybe get north. Wasn't able to do that, and now we've got 4th down.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He fires a bullet to the right. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Back to pass, it's Mahan. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping to run.
Touchdown, Duke! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again. After this, it'll be a wrap. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch down the right side. Off to the races. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.